In Hollywood's Old West, every cowboy stands tall at high noon, hat tilted, boots dusty, revolver hanging low, waiting for that single heartbeat to draw. But the real West was far less glamorous and far more practical. In a world of dust, distance, and danger, guns weren't props. They were tools of survival. Every holster, belt, and strap told a story of the life a man lived, the miles he rode, and the laws that shaped his world. Here are 10 real ways cowboys carried their guns, the ones Hollywood never showed. Number 10. The crossdraw. Built for riders, not gunfighters. Forget the quick-draw duels of Hollywood. The crossdraw wasn't made for speed. It was made for survival in the saddle. Cowboys and scouts often rode for 12 hours a day, and a gun worn on the strong side rubbed their legs raw, catching on the saddle horn. So, they flipped it, holster on the opposite hip, grip facing forward. It looked odd but worked flawlessly. A cowboy could reach across his body, draw smooth with his dominant hand, and fire without twisting or lifting his leg. The revolver stayed clear of reins, ropes, and dust. Lawmen, teamsters, and postal riders all favored it for its comfort and control. The movies ignored it because it looked awkward on screen, but on the frontier, it marked experience. The carry of someone who knew the saddle better than the stage. Number 9. The pommel holster, when the horse carried the gun. Long before lightweight peacemakers appeared, revolvers were massive chunks of steel. A Colt Dragoon or 1860 Army weighed over 4 pounds loaded, too heavy to wear all day. Cowboys solved that with the pommel holster. Fastened to the saddle horn, these thick leather pouches kept heavy pistols secure and within easy reach. Cavalrymen had used them for decades, and working riders quickly followed. Some even carried twin pommel holsters, one on each side, to balance the weight. When trouble struck, stampede, ambush, or wolf attack, a rider could lean forward, draw, and fire without ever dismounting. The design shielded the gun from rain, dust, and sweat, keeping it battle-ready for years. Hollywood rarely shows the pommel holster because it isn't flashy, no twirl, no fast draw. But in the real West, it was the most common carry of all. A cowboy's best friend didn't hang from his hip, it hung from his saddle. Number 8. Concealed carry in town. The frontier's quiet rule. The Wild West wasn't nearly as lawless as Hollywood makes it seem. Many towns, Dodge City, Tombstone, Deadwood, Abilene, all shared one rule: no open carry allowed. Signs at the city limits warned travelers to turn in their guns at the sheriff's office or local hotel. Cowboys complied, at least officially, but protection was still a necessity, so they adapted. Small revolvers like the Colt 1849 pocket model and the Remington Derringer became the hidden guardians of the frontier. Tucked into vests, boots, or belts, these pocket pistols offered peace of mind without breaking the law. For gamblers, barkeeps, and travelers, concealed carry became the unspoken truce between safety and legality. You could be fined for showing your gun, but if danger came, you'd be glad you kept it hidden. It wasn't outlaw chaos. It was quiet caution, the side of the West few ever see. Number 7. The high-ride holster, the working cowboy's choice. The high-ride holster was the true working man's rig, tight, practical, and efficient. Worn high on the belt, it kept the revolver snug against the ribs and out of the way during long days on horseback. A Colt single-action Army weighed nearly 3 pounds, and without the high ride, it'd slam into your thigh or snag every time you mounted. The holster covered the trigger guard completely, held secure by a leather thong around the hammer. Safe, simple, and reliable. Trail bosses, ranchers, and scouts all favored this carry. You didn't win showdowns with it. You survived the trail. When Hollywood later dropped the belt low for flair, it traded truth for spectacle. The real West carried its guns higher, quieter, and closer to the heart. Number 6. Women and hidden guns, the silent survivors. Life in the Old West was unforgiving, and women bore the same dangers as any man. Whether traveling by stagecoach, working in saloons, or living alone on remote homesteads, many quietly took matters into their own hands. Small Derringers and compact Smith & Wessons became their trusted companions. tucked into corsets, handbags, or sewn into underskirts. These pistols offered one-handed defense when help was miles away. Saloon owners like Poker Alice or entertainers like Lily Dino kept their weapons close, behind the bar or hidden in secret pockets. They weren't out to make statements. They were out to stay alive. In a world that offered them little protection, they created their own. Hollywood may have erased them from the story, but the real frontier was full of women who refused to be victims, armed, alert, and unyielding. Number 5. The Hollywood Rig. The costume that rewrote history. That iconic low-slung belt tied around the thigh, the symbol of every cinematic showdown, never existed in the real 1800s West. Known as the Buscadero rig, it was a 1920s creation of movie studios and exhibition shooters. It looked incredible on screen. Gun hanging low, gleaming under the sun, perfect for a close-up. But in reality, it was impractical. The drop made the weapon swing, snag, and slam against the leg, useless for a cowboy on horseback. No working lawman or rancher would tolerate it for long. The real holsters of the frontier rode high and tight, built for safety, control, and endurance. Yet Hollywood's illusion became the lasting image. The Buscadero traded grit for glamour, and forever shaped how the world imagines the Wild West. Number 4. Rifles and saddle scabbards, the true lifeline of the plains. Revolvers made legends, but rifles built survival. A cowboy could go a day without his pistol, but never without his rifle. Every working horse carried one, sheathed in a saddle scabbard, a thick, weathered leather case slung diagonally across the right side of the saddle. The butt faced backward, ready for a quick, one-handed draw in an instant. From the Winchester 1873 to the Sharp's Buffalo rifle, these were the weapons that kept ranches safe and bellies full. They brought down game, warned off rustlers, and held the line against danger. The scabbard shielded the gun from rain, dust, and trail grit, all while staying balanced with the horse's rhythm. Hollywood loves the image of a rifle slung across the back, but in the real West, that was a rookie mistake. Awkward, slow, and sometimes fatal. The true cowboys kept their rifles close, right where their hand could find them without thought. Out on the frontier, that wasn't just a choice, it was survival itself. Number 3. Lawmen and outlaws. Same tools, different intentions. In the West, justice and crime often looked identical. The iron on a sheriff's belt was the same as the one hidden under an outlaw's coat. The only thing that changed was the reason behind the draw. Sheriffs like Bat Masterson or Wyatt Earp wore their revolvers in plain sight, a symbol of order, a quiet warning that law had a backbone. Outlaws like John Wesley Hardin or Billy the Kid preferred concealment, keeping their weapons tucked under vests or dusters, blending in until the moment of violence. Both favored the same rigs, high rides, crossdraws, the same Colts and Remingtons. For lawmen, a visible gun meant authority. For outlaws, a hidden one meant control. But both lived under the same rule. Once steel cleared leather, life would never be the same again. The West didn't draw lines between good and evil. It just depended on who pulled the trigger first. Number 2. The trail carry. The improvised cowboy's method. Not every cowboy could afford a fine leather holster. Some didn't even own one. So they made do with what they had. The trail carry was born from necessity. A revolver slipped straight into the waistband or cartridge belt, sometimes wrapped in cloth or rawhide to protect the metal. It wasn't stylish, but it was practical. The gun stayed close, hidden beneath a coat, and could be drawn in an instant. Old tintype photos often show riders with no visible holster at all, just a revolver snug against the belt. It was the poor man's rig, simple and efficient, though not ideal for long rides. For short trips or calm trails, it did the job. When trouble was expected, the hand only needed one motion to find steel. The trail carry proved one truth about the West. Necessity always came before fashion. Number 1. The bedside draw. The last line of defense. The frontier didn't rest easy. Nights brought drifters, thieves, and sudden violence to even the quietest towns. Cowboys learned to sleep with one eye open and a revolver within reach. Some kept it under the pillow, others tucked it in a boot or wrapped in a blanket beside the bed. In crowded bunkhouses or creaky hotel rooms, it stayed hidden but close, always half-cocked with one empty chamber for safety. A sound in the dark, a door creaking open, a stranger stepping too close. Seconds decided survival. You didn't run for your saddle or rifle. You reached for what was beside you. It wasn't fear that kept them armed through the night. It was experience. Because in the real Old West, danger didn't wait for daylight, and no cowboy ever truly slept unarmed. Every holster, belt, and scabbard of the Old West told a story, one of survival, adaptation, and quiet grit. The people of the frontier weren't chasing fame. They were chasing another sunrise in a world where help was a day away. Hollywood gave us gunfights and glory. Reality gave us endurance and ingenuity. From cross draws to trail carries, the real West was never about speed. It was about survival. At Lead and Legacy, we keep that truth alive. The legends who lasted long enough to holster their guns for good. Subscribe to uncover more hidden stories and truths of history.